Welcome to Chemistry with Caroline. In this video, we're going to look at how to name esters. So this is the ester functional group. Generically speaking, the R that is attached to the oxygen directly is going to be named as an alkyl group, and that will come out front. And then we would start numbering at the carbonyl carbon and go towards the rest of the chain, and that would be an alkanoate. So the parent name ending instead of the E would be O8. So generically speaking, they're going to be named alkyl and then a space alkanoate. So your job is just to determine what is the alkyl group and then what is the main chain. So in this specific example, this side would be my alkyl group. Now I can either call that the common name, which would be isopropyl, right? That's an isopropyl group. Or if I did IUPAC, the longest chain is 2. You start numbering at the carbon that's connected to the oxygen, and then this guy would be a substituent on your substituent. So this would be a 1-methyl ethyl. So if you forgot the common name, you could always do it IUPAC style. Then if we look at the rest of the chain, we start numbering at the carbonyl compound. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's going to be a pentanoate. So if we use the common name, this would be an isopropyl pentanoate. In this example, I have aromatic rings involved. Now I just want to differentiate the difference between a phenyl group and a benzyl group. So a phenyl group is a benzene ring directly attached to something. So there's no carbon in between, whereas a benzyl group has one carbon. And so if we look at our carbonyl compound, that is the one carbon. So my alkyl is going to be a phenyl group because that's coming directly off the oxygen. There's no carbon in between the benzene ring and the oxygen. So my alkyl group is phenyl. Because the carbonyl is there, there's an extra carbon attached to that benzene ring. So this is going to be benzoate. So this molecule is phenyl benzoate. I also want to look at what happens when you have a cyclic system that's not a benzene derivative. So as an alkyl group, that group coming off the oxygen would just be a cyclopentyl. So just like we would have a pentyl group if there was 5 carbons, because it's cyclic, we put the cyclo in front. Then I would start numbering at the carbonyl compound. I have 3 total carbons, and so this would be a propanoate. So overall, this molecule is cyclopentyl propanoate. So when you have a cyclic system attached directly to the carbonyl compound, the naming is a little different. Generically speaking, that is a cycloalkane carboxylate. So we don't name quite the same way when we have the ring directly attached to the carbonyl compound if it's not a benzene ring. With a benzene ring, we use benzoate. When it's not, when it's a cycloalkane, we use this methodology. The carboxylate tells you that you have a carbonyl attached to a ring, and then the alkyl group that's indicated out front tells you what's on the other side of the oxygen in that ester functional group. Particularly in this case, we have a methyl, so the alkyl group would be methyl. There's just the 1 carbon there. And then specifically, because I have a 5-carbon ring, I would say cyclopentane carboxylate. So that tells me that there's a 5-membered ring out in front of my C double bond O, and then this tells me that coming off of the oxygen of my ester functional group is a methyl. So this has been a look at how to name esters. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thanks.